choose to be this. The only thing left of me now is my daughter. I'm not a bad person, just had bad luck. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another miniature painting with the Punchboard-A-Holic. Today, we're painting Sandman. So the Sandman is probably one of my all-time favorite villains. I think it's the fact that he can grow to ridiculous heights. He can shapeshift. He can make weapons out of sand. But I will say, I am not a fan of sand. I don't know how you feel about sand, but I don't like dragging it with me after I've stepped in it. I don't like it in areas that it shouldn't be. I just not that big of a fan of sand. So if I was a villain, definitely don't want to be the Sandman. So his name is the Sandman. Real name is William Baker. He goes by Flint Marko. He's a shapeshifter in the size and mass manipulator. Couple of factions. There are more, but the two most popular are the Sinister Six and the Frightful Four. His first appearance was in The Amazing Spider-Man #4 in September 1963. Flint Marko's name is a twisted reflection of his past, an electrifying mix of unspoken desires and harsh realities. As a young man, he harbored a secret crush on his teacher, Miss Flint. Now, his football coach cruelly predicted he'd never leave a mark on the world. And so, Flint Marko was born, a name that embodied both a flicker of hope and harsh truth. When he found his father in prison, he kept his identity hidden, choosing to adopt the name Flint Marko instead of his birth name, William Baker. He feared the truth might break his mother's heart, so he embraced his new persona to shield her from the criminal life he had fallen into. But fate wasn't done with Flint yet. After an audacious escape from prison, he stumbled upon a secretive nuclear testing facility in Georgia, where disaster struck. Exposed to irradiated sand, Flint's body began to transform into something unimaginable. He was becoming sand itself. As he marveled at his newfound powers, he realized that this was the moment he'd been waiting for. From the ashes of his past, Sandman was born. Now, with a new identity and unstoppable abilities, Flint was ready to leave his mark on the world, whether it liked it or not. Flint Marko's first clash with Spider-Man takes place in the halls of Peter Parker's high school, where the stage is set for an explosive encounter. Sandman, in all his chaotic fury, unleashes his powers, but Spider-Man isn't caught off guard. He uses a vacuum to trap the sand-shifting villain, only for Sandman to break free with a vengeful rage. But his escape is short-lived. The Human Torch even gets involved. Disguised as Spider-Man, captures Sandman once again, luring him into a building where, in a masterful trap, he triggers the sprinklers, turning Sandman's strength against him. As time passes, Sandman becomes a notorious regular foe of the Fantastic Four, engaging in relentless battle with their iconic roster. He even forms an unlikely alliance with the Mandarin, trading blows with the Incredible Hulk in an epic showdown. But as the tides of fate shift, Sandman's story takes an unexpected turn. Despite their past, he begins to aid none other than, you guessed it, Spider-Man, recognizing the web-slinger's unwavering determination and heart. However, his past is never too far behind. Dr. Octopus forces Flint to rejoin the notorious Sinister Six, but the tide has turned. Sandman, no longer a pawn, betrays them in a stunning twist. His redemption arc takes flight as his heroic actions lead to several unexpected rewards. A presidential pardon to becoming a reserve member of the Avengers. A hero forged from the sands of his past, ready to fight for justice alongside Earth's mightiest heroes. During the chaos of Infinity War, the Sandman faces a dark twist of fate. Alongside a handful of other heroes, he is violently overwhelmed by his doppelganger, an evil version of himself from a twisted alternate reality. Caught in the grip of confusion and fury, Flint turns against his allies. Spider-Man, his once reliable partner, and the Thing, a hero he'd occasionally fought alongside. In a moment of betrayal, Sandman proclaims his allegiance to the sinister villain known as the Wizard, pledging to serve his malevolent cause. The shocking turn of events sends shockwaves through the Marvel Universe, leaving fans stunned and enraged. The unexpected betrayal of one of Spider-Man's most unpredictable foes was too much to handle. Marvel, desperate to salvage the narrative, quickly scrambles to revise the story. They introduce the idea that the Wizard had brainwashed Sandman, manipulating him into believing he was a hero, when in truth, his dark nature as a villain. The revision adds another layer of intrigue to Sandman's complex character, but the damage is done. The fans are left divided, questioning what's real and what's been twisted by villainous hands, while Sandman's journey continues to be one of the most controversial and unpredictable arcs in the Marvel Universe. Before we end, let's talk about some of Sandman's team-ups. Sandman took on a high-stakes mission from the legendary mercenary Silver Sable, joining forces with the sharpshooting Hawkeye to take down deadly organizations like Hydra and the Sinister Syndicate. The action was intense, the enemies relentless, and the stakes higher than ever as they fought side by side in an explosive battle of wits, weapons, and raw power. Going back to Sandman's stint with the Avengers, it was a roller coaster ride, but it ended in a fiery clash when Captain America confronted him for breaking the Avengers' charter. Tensions boiled over, and with everything on the line, Sandman made an explosive decision to walk away, leaving the team and a new chapter of chaos behind. Beyond his infamous role in the Sinister Six, Sandman became a key player in even more dangerous alliances, including the ruthless Sinister 12, the vengeful Queen's Vengeance, and the chaotic Intruders. He also joined forces with the unpredictable Next Wave and the deadly Frightful Four, cementing his reputation as a villain who never hesitated to embrace the most dangerous and destructive teams. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and watching another video. If you have some time, leave a comment and a thumbs up. Thank you.